all morning. The Fox 61 Morning News starts now.
Good morning on this Thursday. We are on the Weather Watch. Winter mess arriving. Who's going to get what? When's it coming? We have it all coming up.
And a decades-old missing person case in Connecticut sparking change in legislation, a breakdown of Billy's Law, and where it's headed next.
10 years after the Sandy Hook tragedy, we're following the impact on how school districts all across Connecticut are increasing school safety for its students and staff. Good Thursday morning. We start off here at Fox 61 with a weather watch alert. Thanks so much for choosing to be with us. I'm Erica Arias.
And I'm Keith McGilvery. Let's get right to it. Our state preparing ahead of a big storm heading our way. Areas of the state will see rain and snow. Taking a first look at the radar here. How much? What will be left behind? What will we deal with? Meteorologist Matt Scott back in the Weather Center this morning. You're coming back with some real work to do
here. Well, there you go, right? They're making me earn my keep today. Here's the thing. You've heard the phrase football is a game of inches. So is today's forecast, because depending on where you are, and it's just a difference of a couple of inches practically that will determine whether you get rain, couple flakes, or a jackpot amount of snow. It's a brief snow changing over to rain depending on where you are. It is all snow up in the northwestern Litchfield Hills, and this is all going to begin later on tonight. Look at the numbers. This may be the most vague forecast I've ever put up on the board. 0 to a foot. I mean, come on, but it's true. Shoreline, 0. Much of the state, closer to 0. That's not going to be the case up to the north and west. Rainfall will be impressive as well. You put it all together, could lead to some scattered outages, talking about the potential for slippery, wet roads and those big winds as well. Look at the temperatures right now. 24 degrees in Hartford, 31 in New Haven, 33 in Bridgeport. Satellite radar composite showing you a decent amount of clouds in place. Northeasterly winds. Pull out the view, not showing you anything for now. But later on the night, again, watch the Litchfield Hills. That stays snowy. Doesn't really change into much, but the rest of the state, it's a decent rain that goes through the evening and overnight hours. Talking about a winter storm warning for the northern half of Litchfield County. And that's it. There are no weather advisories for the rest of the board. We'll keep an eye on wind issues. We'll keep an eye on coastal flooding with all that rain coming in. But I don't think this is going to be as major of a problem if you're down on the shore as, say, what you're going to see up in the Litchfield Hills. 26 degrees and partly cloudy now. We got the clouds coming in later on with a high in the upper 30s. We'll time it out for you hour by hour. Stand by. Forecast on the way in just a few minutes, Erica.
All right, Matt, thanks so much. But right now, we're following some breaking news in Torrington. Route 8 North at exit 45 is closed right now because of a crash involving a tractor trailer. And we've just learned from state police that the tractor trailer actually drove off or fell off the overpass on Greenwood Road. Again, the tractor trailer fell off the overpass on Greenwood Road. Now, we're told there are injuries. This is a very serious situation. We have a crew heading there right now, and we're going to bring you updates as soon as we get them. For now, though, and other traffic issues, we're going to get over to Symphony for more.
All right, thank you, Erica. I want to give you guys a look at the map here at that situation unfolding in Torrington this morning. If we can take that full, you guys, taking a closer look at where this is impacting that area. You can see there is a bit of a slowdown starting to happen there. So again, you guys are advised to avoid that area this morning. Now, we do want to let you also know that Route 67 is closed this morning because of a water main break, and we have a map showing that area. Here we are. Take a look at it on your screen here. That's Route 67, closed because of a water main break. Now, this is closed due at Day Street to Route 115 on Main Street. Now, police say the water main break is happening on Washington, but the water is flooding onto Route 67 this morning. We do have a crew heading to the scene, and we'll be sure to bring you any updates on air and online. Otherwise, we are all clear statewide so far, aside from some the usual construction zones. But again, you want to watch out for that tractor trailer crash in Torrington, avoid that area, and Route 67 this morning where there's a water main break.
We are following breaking news in New Britain this morning. Police there telling us a car hit a house on Ellis Street. No word yet if anyone is injured. Crew headed to that scene, and as we learn new information, we will bring that to you. Meanwhile, a Connecticut-born bill is headed to President Joe Biden's desk after 15 years of advocates working to get it through.
Yeah, Billy's Law was first introduced back in 2009 to help people find their missing loved ones. Billy's Law is in honor of Billy Smolinski. Billy disappeared from Waterbury back in 2004. Now a law is being signed into order to help families just like his get the resources needed to find their loved ones if they ever go missing like Billy did. Billy's Law is also known as Help Find the Missing Act. The purpose of the law is to increase accessibility to the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System and to facilitate data sharing between those systems, the FBI and the National Crime Information Center. By doing this, everyone all across the country involved in a missing persons case will have the ability to work together under one database instead of individual organizations.
Yeah, so this all happening 18 years after 31-year-old Billy Smolinski went missing. His family says they believe he was murdered, but his body was never found. Connecticut Senator Chris Murphy says the Smolinski family faced many challenges during their determination to find Billy, the biggest one being an unorganized database. Connecticut Representative Johanna Hayes also introducing companion legislation in the U.S. House of Representatives, saying she is proud to help move these initiatives along. In a tweet, Erica, that I know you have.
Yeah, it says, for years, I drove past billboards with his picture and read about Billy in local newspapers. Today, my legislation was passed to help families like his find their loved ones. Now, that law is headed to the president's desk now to be signed and will be implemented immediately with all pieces of the law put into practice within a year's time. So good news there.
Yes. A man accused in a deadly shooting outside of a Waterbury grocery store expected to appear in court later today. Police charging Gelson Cruz of Waterbury with the murder of 26-year-old Jordan Savage. Police saying Savage was shot and killed in a parking lot on the Colonial Grocery back in September. His charges include murder, criminal use of a weapon, and carrying a pistol without a permit. Cruz being held now on $2 million bond.
Well, right now, police are searching for two people suspected of a burglary in Ansonia. Authorities releasing this video here. Officers say it happened in a vacant building that was being remodeled on Main Street on Monday. The video shows two men walking out of a State Bureau of Rehabilitation Services office. Anyone with information about the suspects should call Ansonia Police. And the Wallingford and North Haven Police Department are searching for this man who they say is connected to about a dozen thefts across the state. Take a look at the surveillance video of the suspect stealing packages right off the front porch of a North Haven home. We've seen this so many times. So take a look there. Also, police say be on the lookout for his white Nissan Altima. Fox 61 and the nation paused to remember the victims of the tragedy at Sandy Hook Elementary School 10 years later.
Yeah, so the Sandy Hook tragedy changed how school districts across the country try to protect their students. Some districts have even spent thousands of dollars on new security technology. Taking you to East Hartford, the town school superintendent says those upgrades especially helped after police responded in less than 2 minutes after some swatting incidents just 2 months ago.
You know, I think other things that have happened here certainly are really looking at our buildings and looking at how we train, how we condition our buildings, how we harden to a degree our buildings.
Like many other schools across Connecticut, East Hartford's district has benefited from many state grants to invest in secure entrances, HD security cameras, and improve community communication, including with law enforcement. Another change we've learned about how schools respond to mental health. Last year, state lawmakers allocated $100 million to address social emotional needs in a variety of ways.
To hire more mental health staff in schools, more social workers, more psychologists, more school nurses, to be there for students and for our staff.
Making sure that there's an adult in the building that a student can connect to so they know someone cares if they come to school.
10 years later, there's much more of a focus on mental health, more than 16 initiatives in place across Connecticut schools, some fully implemented, some still in the pilot stages. And in case you missed it, I watched this last night, glued to my TV. It is incredible. Fox 61 honoring how far the Newtown community has come with a remembrance special paying tribute to the 26 lives taken. Fox 61 presenting Sandy Hook Strong 10 years later. You can watch it anytime, streaming on Fox 61 Plus. You can download it on Roku and Amazon Fire. Our Julia LeBlanc, born and raised in Newtown, she speaks to her experiences, Erica, in that community. And then Samaya Hernandez does an extended interview on our Fox 61 YouTube page. It will, it takes you down. It is incredibly powerful. Her experiences that day and 10 years later, now that she has a little boy, how she is finding ways to share the legacy of those little kids with her own son. It was just
so powerful.
I'm in awe.